Hey guys, it's Misha and welcome back to my channel. So today I want to take a look at how fashion has changed over time, and I want to talk about the modern fashion trends and how they're honestly kind of ugly and try to figure out why. What went wrong? What's going on? Now, I know that styles, designs, trends, they are always changing in terms of fashion. And I know people have, different preferences for what they like to wear. I also want to note that I have never been a fashionista, right? I have never really cared about what brands will tell you need to have, right? You need to have the updated wardrobe. You need to have this new accessory that everyone's wearing, or I never liked shopping even in high school. I definitely had a phase where I just wore sweatpants and a sweatshirt, and that was it. I cared about comfort. I think over time, however, I did start to find fashion more fun, right? And trying to find clothes that I found to look nice, but also are still comfortable. But my point is, I've never been one to obsess over the new fashion trends. So I don't think you actually have to be that way. I don't think you really have to be into fashion to notice, for some reason, somewhere along the way, if you take a trash bag and you throw it on a model, and you tell them to walk on the runway, now that's fashion. Not just fashion, actually. That's high fashion, that's genius, and it's art. And all it takes is for someone to say that it makes them feel something and they feel like it's art, well, then it's art. It's amazing, it's beautiful. Even if it's not actually beautiful, even if it's atrocious, it doesn't matter. And if you take a look at models before and then models now, the styles before and the styles now, it's actually really depressing. It's really depressing. And I think a lot of this has to do with the increasing emphasis on individualism, right? And how the individual can express themselves through clothing. Now even, how can you convey your political beliefs through your clothes? We're seeing a lot of that recently. Or how can you make a fashion statement? They'd have to find, the best quality material and come up with something that's both practical and fashionable. But now, as I've said, you can literally find, a napkin on the floor, glue it to your forehead, and then the rest, just don't wear anything, walk the runway, and oh my goodness, like everyone claps, everyone thinks that's genius. I don't know, maybe everyone else is crazy. Maybe they really know what's up and they're seeing this and they're like, wow, that's art right there. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Bullshit. Derivative. That I love. I absolutely love.
That's just the air conditioner.
I want it. It's everything. We're just air conditioners. I mean, after all, we're just walking around on the planet, breathing, conditioning the air.
Recently, there was a prankster at the New York Fashion Week, and he was wearing a trash bag, and people thought, in the audience, people thought that that was a model. That was art. So it doesn't actually matter if it's beautiful, because it's all about how it makes someone feel. And same thing with modern art. This reminded me of Abramovich and her recent, art exhibition, where to enter, you had to go in between two naked people. Art. Genius. And then we have the celebrities and their outfits at these music awards, at these film festivals, the Met Gala. A lot of interesting choices, And I know they want to stand out or make a statement or get the media attention by wearing practically nothing. But to stand out, I feel like nowadays, you'd actually have to wear some clothes. Because everyone is pretty much naked at these events and wearing the most provocative clothing that they can find to get more attention. Take a look at the older outfits, the dresses, the suits, how elegantly people used to dress. And then you look at what people are showing up in now. What's happening? What's going on, and why is this being promoted? But I know that this trend of being half naked, that's art, that's fashion, that's being encouraged, that's being celebrated in the media, right? In music videos, movies, TV shows, across all social media platforms. And then the fashion brands, they see that and then they sell revealing clothes because they want to make money, so they know that's going to sell. And that's seen as brave and empowering, especially for women, right? To show off as much skin as possible. That's really having respect for yourself and for other people by showing up basically nude. Despite what the fashion industry is trying to sell or not trying to sell, I personally think that having at least some sort, some level of modesty is important. Because again, it shows that you respect yourself and you respect others, especially in professional settings. It's actually extremely important in those settings because that shows that you are serious about your job. Not just because of professionalism, but because then the focus isn't on the wrong thing, like your appearance or your nude body, but on what you can do, on your skill, on your personality, things that actually matter. But not just like at your office job, but even the celebrities. Like, wouldn't you rather have people remember you for your great acting skills if you're an actress or an actor, instead of showing up in lingerie at a, classy event? But yes, in the office as well. The workplace should be a productive and respectful environment. And we achieve that by dressing professionally and appropriately. And not just for first impressions, but in my opinion, every day. Because that shows everyone around you, your boss, your colleagues, your friends, that you are serious about what you do. That's why your appearance is very important. Not just a company. What if you work for the government? That's really important, right? Because now we have people like Fetterman, who is now allowed to come to, the Senate in shorts, in a hoodie, because Schumer said that's fine, because he was going through a lot. He had these physical problems and mental problems. But if you can't function, if you can't even get dressed appropriately, should he really have this job? But get this, the staff, they have to wear a suit and a tie. Fetterman, though, he can do as he pleases. And the people who are saying, no, this is actually great because now he's just like us. This gives us the idea, this gives us the feeling that he's just like us. He's not just like us. We're not all senators. Instead of dressing to impress, you just roll out of bed and you go to the Senate. I mean, this is embarrassing. This is so embarrassing for America. And it just does not look good. And if everybody starts dressing like Fetterman, this looks sloppy. And another reason this is important to dress well is because it puts you in a certain mindset. If you are dressing like you just rolled out of bed, what's to separate your work life from your personal life? And this is another reason I don't feel like this whole movement after the lockdowns, after people said, I really like doing online work. I think I'll just stick to these Zoom calls where I can, stay on my couch, wear my pajamas, and just never leave the house. I mean, I get it that it's comfortable and everything, but again, what is separating that from your work life? You're in the same clothes all day long? I don't think that's a good idea. And I don't think it'll put you in a productive mindset. And it just further goes to show how important clothing can be and what this says about the standards we have in our society. And that's all for today's video, guys. Please make sure you comment what you think about today's fashion trends. Also subscribe and hit the notification bell. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.